Outcome Memories is... Okay, I'm not beating around the bush. Yes, I am the 100th person to make a version 2 complaining video, but I feel like a lot of the criticism people give is confusing or wrong, in my opinion. So today, I'm not just sharing every single problem I have with this game. We're gonna go character by character and say what I think about them, and what I would change. Next, we'll do maps and all that. Strap in, as most of this is just me complaining. But first, I'm gonna go give a general critique that doesn't involve any characters or maps. Disclaimer, all of this is my opinion. If you really care about my opinion, please go take a shower and enjoy. Outcome Memories currently has 9 survivors you can play. Want to know how many can't stun? 1. One survivor, that being Cream, cannot stun, and pretty much nobody plays her. This is really bad design, as it makes every character feel similar with a few exceptions. Other than Tails, Eggman, and Silver, all the stunning characters are always in the killer's face. That makes around 5 survivors have very similar playstyles. And the justification for this is one killer, that being Fleetway, will be able to be killed. Riddle me this. Why design almost all your survivors around a single killer in a game with a lot of different killers planned? Even with this in mind, I guarantee you Fleetway is going to get absolutely murdered day 1, and they're going to realize maybe adding 8 stunners was a terrible idea. And I pray to God in the future, survivors cannot stun. But if they just keep adding stunners, I guess we'll just have to deal with it. Time for the fun part of the video, where I go character by character and keep complaining about them. I'm going to list the good and bad parts. Let's start with Sonic the Hedgehog. Honestly, Sonic has gone down the list of good survivors since there's just better options. He is good, but in very specific situations. His stuns can be a very good escape tool, but is one of the easiest stuns to dodge, and peel out isn't that good since so many maps are hard to move around in while being so fast. Examples that come to mind are X's Castle. Sonic is very good for new players, but I think he needs something more that makes him more unique than other stunners. Next up is Tails. Tails is very strong in the right hands, and the stun is very rewarding. His glide is also pretty balanced, since even 2011X can interrupt the startup with his jump height. The only real issue is that the stun has a very long windup, but glide can actually be really overpowered on maps like Green Hill, where killers have a hard time getting you. I would keep him the same until he gets his third ability and move from there. Next is Eggman. Eggman is really tricky to balance. His double jump and jet boost make him very hard to hit, and the shield is really punishing in an LMS format. Specifically, 2011X cannot kill him at all in LMS. Because of spots like that, one shelf loop and you can't run, you just can't break as 2011X. I think the jet boost needs longer cooldown, and the shield should go away faster. I'll get to 2011X's problems later. Next is Knuckles. Knuckles is the definition of buggy. There are many spots he can get to that other killers can't, specifically with his glide. One I can think of off the top of my head is a one spot on You Can't Run that nobody can get him in. His parry stuns for way too long, putting his normal stun at mid. I think the glide should be one of the worst in the game. Still have it ground you? Still have it, but ground you much faster. Make the parry much shorter and have a better punishment for a killer not hitting it. Next is Amy. Amy sucks. There's nothing else I can say. Her healing is mid, her stuns are mid, and she's just not great at doing her job. I would make her stuns a little longer and make cards much more impactful right now, since they aren't as important as many think. Next is Cream. Cream sucks as well. The only good part about her is her healing. I would say give her some way to slow down the killer so she can get to her teammates easier. Finally, the last character from version 0.1 is Metal. Metal might be the most overpowered survivor in ASIM history. He has the longest stun in the game, 175 HP, and resistance to all attacks. He can also self-heal. This makes him almost impossible to kill. You need an entire rage mode just to kill him, and now you don't have rage mode, and you just lose. I know he has self-damage, but that does not handicap him as much as people think. This might sound harsh, but nerf his HP to 150. This makes the resistance feel less impactful. And make his self-heal require another. Any survivor can do it, but Tails and Eggman make it go faster, just like its current state. Except in LMS, where it would work normal, you can do it by yourself. I feel like this makes him rely on his teammates more. For the version of 2 survivors, let's start with Silver. Silver is also overpowered. His fly is stupid fast, his time travel is broken, and one boulder does way too much than it should. And his fling, oh my god. It is easy to hit, has no cooldown if you miss it, and pretty much on maps like Mystic Cave, you're screwed, and he's unkillable. For nerfs, make his flight have an initial windup. Make one boulder only slow but not disable abilities, 2 slow and disable abilities, and 3 stun. For the fling, make the mash on controller D-pad and not the fucking triggers. As a console player, you cannot break out of it with just the fucking triggers. And last but not least, Blaze. Blaze is really mid. I main Blaze, and I gotta say, she's not great. Her stun is really easy to hit on Colossus, but impossible to hit on Tripwire, as you'll just go over her, plus it does not give as much value as it should. Her Javelin is actually pretty good, but the pushback ability you get for having more than 50 soul is kind of mid. I would make it so you can pick between Javelin and Push, make them 2 separate abilities, but Push obviously requires soul to use. The stun hitbox is less her issue and more the killers, and we will get to the killers right about now. Let's start with my personal main and favorite 2011X. You can boo me now. Call me biased, but I don't think it's a hot take to say he sucks, right? I'll go ability by ability. M1, keep it. Just make the Rage Mode 1 do 50. If Colossus can always 2-shot, then let 2011X do it for a minute 30. Next is invisibility. I think this should just be removed and replaced. God's Trickery already helps him find people. I would replace it with like a ranged attack. He throws like a ring or something, and anyone hit doesn't like take a lot of damage, but they fly in a random direction. That could like help him isolate people? Maybe. I don't know. I don't make abilities. For God's Trickery, make it mark people for a little bit after use, and I'm talking everyone, and add another variant. Make a variant where you have to move and jump, just to add another layer to its goal of confusion. For Charge, this might sound a little crazy, but make it much longer. And if instead of interrupting the ability with a stun, give the person being hit by the charge progress, depending on how long the stun would last. It's absolutely absurd 2011 only does like 4 damage with this ability, and it has one of the longest cooldowns, because he'll just get stunned out of it. And Rage Mode. Keep it the exact same, but instead of invisibility locating people, make God's Trickery do it. And I don't know what you do with the ring thing. I'm honestly winging it here. Next is Tripwire. This might be my hottest take ever, but Tripwire is not as overpowered as many people say. Yes, she is overpowered, but not nearly as much as Colossus. Her trip mines and mobility are the main issue. The trip mines do way too much damage, and she's way too fast for an area denial-based killer. For starters, make both her weird tentacle grab thing and mines unable to down or kill people. Nerf mine damage to like 20 and prevent placing 2 within 10 studs. Make her glide the same speed as her run, not more. I think this is enough to make her balance, but she might need more. And finally, Colossus. I hate Colossus more than 1X from Forsaken, and 1X was one of the main reasons I quit. He's no skill and is so easy to win with, a baby with Parkinson's could. M1's doing 55 damage is busted and absurd, not to mention the hitbox for it is way too large. The charge might be one of the dumbest abilities in the game. It deals just as much as an M1, can hit as many people as you want, and is the best mobility tool in the game. The fact he's supposed to be a slow brute, but he has the fastest forward movement with the charge and can wall climb. His grab is pretty much a ranged attack with how easy it is to hit. It also easily combos with a single M1 and screws over any survivor. He has the only consistent locate tool in the game, and to top it all off, a parry that can counter any stun. Oh, and his passive makes him so he's stunned for less time and gets speed after. For nerfs, Charge should only deal 35 damage, not be able to hit people above him, and a max of 2 people on the spike at one time. For grab, shorten his hitbox and add a proper windup. Finally, for block, remove the part where he can block range stuns. That's just kind of dumb. In conclusion, yes, I'm not on the dev team, and at the end of the day, these changes could ruin the game if they existed, but hey, I like complaining, and I love this game, and I just want to see it be in a playable state. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. I need this. Olympus Company vidded 100 subs because I like that game. Goodbye.